Steelers fans, brace yourselves. We're on the brink of some potentially game-changing moves that could redefine the fabric of our beloved team. From the swirling trade rumors around a star player to the quarterback quandary that's got everyone talking, the air is thick with anticipation. Who might be wearing different colors next season? And what's the fate of our quarterback room? Hit that like button because you're about to be plunged into the heart of Steelers' latest saga. The Pittsburgh Steelers have had quite the adventure with their star wide receiver, Deontay Johnson, who's 27 years old. After a roller coaster of a season in 2023, there's talk that Johnson might end up playing for a different team. At the NFL Combine, word got out that the Steelers might be okay with trading Johnson, but only if they get a really good deal for him. Johnson is super talented, but he's had a few moments that made fans and the team scratch their heads. Like this one time, he didn't go after a loose football because he said he couldn't see it, and just walked off the field. Plus, some people think he could have been a better leader in the locker room. An NFL insider, Tony Pauline, shared that the Steelers would consider trading Johnson if they get the right offer. He talked about this on a radio show, saying that the Steelers wish Johnson was more of a team leader, and since he's in the last year of his current contract, they'd prefer to trade him for some draft picks rather than lose him later without getting much in return. Pauline didn't exactly say Johnson is definitely going to be traded, but if a team offers something really good, the Steelers would think about it. He believes the Steelers would be willing to trade Johnson for a third-round draft pick, but probably wouldn't go for anything less valuable. In the 2023 season, Johnson caught 51 passes for 717 yards and scored 5 touchdowns. He was a big part of the Steelers' offense, getting the ball thrown his way 87 times. But even with his great plays on the field, the Steelers want him to be more reliable and a better leader, especially for other players like George Pickens, who've also had their struggles. The Steelers recently brought in a new wide receivers coach, Zach Azzanni, who's known for being strict and not putting up with any nonsense. Everyone's watching to see how he'll handle players like Johnson and Pickens. With all this talk about possibly trading Johnson if the right deal comes along, the future of the Steelers' wide receivers is definitely something to keep an eye on. Just when you thought the drama couldn't ramp up any further, we've got another curveball coming your way. Shifting from the potential upheaval in our receiver core, let's pivot to the quarterback position. The Steelers are in the lab, cooking up plans that might just surprise us all. Who's on their radar, and how could this shake up the dynamic for the upcoming season? The plot thickens, so stay tuned. Adam Schefter, a reporter from ESPN, recently shared on the Pat McAfee show that the Pittsburgh Steelers are definitely looking into their options for a new quarterback. They're even thinking about trading for Justin Fields, who currently plays for the Chicago Bears. This news is a bit surprising because another report said the Steelers weren't trying to get Fields. Schefter mentioned, "They're absolutely looking around, and I think they'll add a new quarterback at some point. But it doesn't seem like they're in a big rush to grab someone like Kirk Cousins right as free agency starts. They still have hopes for Kenny Pickett, which will influence their decision on any new quarterback they might bring in." Omar Khan, the Steelers' general manager, mentioned he believes in Kenny Pickett as the team's main quarterback, but also said it's important to have competition. When asked about the possibility of trading for Fields, Khan didn't want to share too much about his talks with other teams. Khan stated, "I'm not going to share details about our talks, but I always look at every option to make our team better. Right now, Kenny Pickett is the only quarterback the Steelers have, so they'll need to add someone else to the team." Mike DeFabo from The Athletic said that the Steelers probably won't sign Russell Wilson if he leaves the Denver Broncos. According to DeFabo, the Steelers don't seem interested in Wilson at this point in his career. Schefter thinks the Steelers are still figuring things out with their quarterback situation. He said, "I don't think they have a clear plan yet. They're still deciding, but we'll know more soon. I haven't heard that they're urgently looking for a new quarterback at the Combine to replace Kenny Pickett." The Steelers' new offensive coordinator, Arthur Smith, met with Kenny Pickett in Florida, and according to Jeremy Fowler from ESPN, their meeting went well. They're considering giving Pickett another chance after a tough 2023 season. Fowler mentioned, "The Steelers are working on helping Pickett improve for his third year. Arthur Smith and Pickett had a great meeting in South Florida. Many people, including some from the Steelers, think Pickett will have another shot next season, especially after the challenges with the offense last year." Smith could really help Pickett use his skills better. So it looks like the Steelers might stick with Pickett, but are keeping their options open for adding a new quarterback to the team. And there you have it, folks. A whirlwind of speculation, strategic maneuvers, and potential new faces that could shape the future of the Pittsburgh Steelers. From trade talks that could see a key player on the move to quarterback conundrums that are far from settled, the Steelers are clearly in a state of flux. What do you think about these developments? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest Steelers news. And for more deep dives and analysis, make sure to click on the videos appearing on your screen now. Until next time, keep bleeding black and gold.